Hey everybody, it's Christine, and today I want to talk to you about having more flow in your life. You know, I hear this a lot from people that write to me or come and see me for coaching. They say, I really want to be more in the flow of my life. You know, I want to stop controlling everything and let things just flow in and have momentum. And what I also hear is people feel really stuck. They feel like they don't have any momentum and there's no flow. And so they sit around and they do vision boards and they think about manifesting and they visualize it and still nothing feels like it's coming in. Okay, that's probably because there's no space. In order for things to flow in your life, you have to have room, you have to have space. Now I'm going to explain what I mean by that in a second. First I want you to think about a river or a stream. They flow, right? In order for them to flow, there has to be space. When you want to stop a river from flowing, you put up a dam, right? So that it's a big block. You have energetic or actually physical blocks in your life that may be preventing flow. For instance, just take a look around the space you're in right now. Look around you. Maybe it's your office, maybe it's your bedroom, wherever you're watching this video, and look at the clutter. Look at unpaid bills. Look at, things you need to return to a store. And just notice how much clutter, physical clutter, is in your life. How can you create space in your physical space and start getting rid of things? Because everything is energy, and if you want new things to come into your life, you've got to get rid of the old. Then look at relationships in your life. What is taking up space in terms of relationships with people that isn't serving you, that could be a block? For example, let's say you want to draw in an amazing romantic relationship and you're still in contact with your ex, trying to sort that whole thing out, and you haven't really cut the ties. That's a block that prevents the flow. Another thing that can block the flow from your life are any incomplete cycles of action. So anything that's been on your to-do list for weeks, months, years, any conversations that you've been delaying, anything that you said you were going to do but you haven't done. Those are incomplete cycles of action, and they just kind of hang out in your mind and in your energetic space. And when we have those incomplete cycles of actions, not only is it hard to feel motivated, but it blocks inspiration. Again, everything is energy, everything is space. So if you want ideas and inspiration to flow to you, you got to clean out those incomplete cycles of actions that are taking up space in your mind. And then finally, you got to look at those limiting beliefs, those misunderstandings, those lies that you're telling yourself. Beliefs about not being worthy or not being good enough or feeling insecure or incompetent or anything like that. Those also are creating blocks. There are so many things that can interrupt the flow of our life, but it's actually really, really easy to create more flow in our life when we look at those things and we start to eliminate them. So I just want you to shift your perspective, and instead of looking ahead this week, I want you to sort of look at where you are now and look at where you've been, and look at any of those loose ends, look at those incomplete cycles of actions, look at the clutter. Who do you need to forgive? Who do you need to have conversations with? What do you need to get done? And when you start completing those things and make more space in your life, even space on your schedule so that you have more free time, it's really hard to be in the flow when every hour of your day is scheduled. If you start to create this space, then there's room. There's room physically and energetically for more to come in. And that's when you can start being more in the flow of your life. So, my message to you today, there's a role you play in the flow, not only in terms of really being open and really visualizing what you'd like to flow into, but also creating the space and cleaning up where you've been and removing those blocks so that things can come to you in an easily graceful way, and so that that river of your life can start to have some momentum and some flow.